Okay. Now, let me show you guys another trick I found recently. So I showed you the command prompt was disabled, right? We type cmd.exe, we get this. You know, the command prompt's been disabled by your administrator. You guys remember command.com? Type command.com, we get this, all right? But we type dir, and it says this command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. So I was actually sitting at a client site recently, and I was thinking, there's got to be a fucking way around this. Because inside command.com, I can do stuff like this. Do C and D. I can't do that in cmd.exe. But if I type dir, it doesn't work. Okay, so what about if I typed c:pipe2 dir? Oh, that works. Oh. So that's actually a little Microsoft Odo there. That's a little trick. So we can use c:/pipe2 notepad and notepad spawns even when the command prompt has been disabled by my administrator. Thanks, administrator. Okay, so now we're going to hack a Linux kiosk. It was actually really funny. When I released the first version of iCat, there was a bit of press about it, like, oh, this Kiwi guy found all these ways to hack internet kiosks. And then this other guy in New Zealand, living in the middle of fuck knows nowhere, came out and said, well, the only reason he can do that is because Windows is really insecure and Linux is way more secure. I'm like, man, fuck you. So I went out to basically hack all of the Linux kiosks, because I don't buy that they're more secure. I paused all my VMs. All right, hang on. I have to just start this up again. I didn't sacrifice enough virgins this morning. Yeah, thanks. Suspended. Yeah, so I went out and basically hacked all of the Linux kiosks. But the trick for hacking Linux kiosks is completely different. You can try and do something completely different. For starters, you're not trying to pop cmd.exe. That's the first thing I learned, as I'm really a Windows guy. We're trying to pop USR bin xterm. That's the goal, right? The platforms obviously are not IE-based at all. We don't have any of the standard Windows tricks. We have to do everything in a relatively Linuxy way. The kiosks used in Linux are primarily Firefox-based. Okay, so we just got to think about Firefox tricks, Firefox plugins, Firefox add-ons. So I wrote my own Firefox extension, which will try and hack Linux kiosks based on Firefox or Windows kiosks based on Firefox. And yeah, I actually had a lot of success. All right, let's go now. Oh, my computer responds. Story. Okay. 192.168.1.128. Okay, so it's detected a non-Linux Windows kiosk launching iCat. Okay, so let's first of all, what can I do here? Can I download a file? Can I download? Shit, can I download? I've got some shells. Okay, I can download files. Okay, but if I download the file, how do I spawn it? Well, Linux users, how do I spawn a file without a start bar or you know, I'm in this restricted jailed environment. So my first idea was I should reconfigure the kiosk. I should actually reconfigure the whole thing. So using about:config. All right, you go to about:config and you get to the whole config of the kiosk. I'm like, okay, maybe I can hijack something, and I can hijack something to sort of detour and run USR bin xterm. It's a really simple trick. So let's say, like, I'm going to look for the printer. We'll go for the printer. I'll look for LPR. Okay, so we can see the printer here is LPR, Moz, print name, Moz. Now the printer is USR bin xterm, printer is USR bin xterm. Go back, common dialogues, file open, file print dialog, yeah, print that, variant printing. Okay. All right. So, once again though, we have shell and we're basically an unproof user. I can't do shit with this. This isn't enough for me. So, because we can download files, let's get root. Okay, so I have this thing called get root. Let's download this, save this to disk. And then we'll go back and print the page again, pop another shell. Where would it download to? I'll just download it again, this can be faster. 1.28. Get root.tgz. Get root. Change directory, get root. Go. Done. So now we've got root on the kiosk, and yeah, and it's error. But this was actually particularly easy because this kiosk is still shipping with 2615. So yeah, not very up to date. All right, let's hack another Windows kiosk. Let's hope for some better results this time. Okay, so this is this kiosk. We got to log in to the kiosk. Log in. Okay, all right. And now we see we got this timer down the bottom. It's like, oh yeah, you got $990 left. This is your environment. We'll basically get Windows environment. Okay. We try and pop the shell. Okay, it's been disabled by our administrator again. Okay, sweet as. So let's run up a browser. We get standard IE. We'll go to icat. Should have CKD on it. icat. All right. So the trick here is what have they stopped or what haven't they stopped? So, can I download files? Can I download this file? I can download files. So, you know, I think they're actually thinking that since they block cmd.exe or disable cmd, that you can't pop shell because cmd validates disable cmd. But my cmd.exe doesn't validate disable cmd, though I have shell. Well, that's too easy. That's way too easy. What I want to try here is that I actually want to get someone else's account. I want money. You see the logon thing at the beginning? Yeah, I'm going to go for that. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and hack the UI shell. I'm going to use this make visible tool. I'm going to look at all of the windows that are currently on screen, whether they're visible or not, and see if I can, well, make them visible, fuck with them at all. Now, the reason I want to do this is because of this thing sitting in the corner. This tells me that there's actually a whole lot of interesting process. There's a lot of stuff running here that I probably can't see. So this shows me all the windows, and obviously all the ones that are highlighted are currently visible. Just scroll down, what's on here? Okay, log on. User code, password. Oh, sorry? Sorry, what's this? User rates. Users. Oh, right. Okay, let's add a user, defcon2. So basically, how the application works is that when you log on to the application using the correct username and password, it makes this window visible. Well, that's fine. I'll just run my little tool which makes the window visible. I don't need to log on to the application. Yeah, and then we basically have, we have full access to this. And try for good measure. Can we get system? Yes. Thank you. It's better. Well, it worked with system. Task manager doesn't. Task manager doesn't want to come up. But anyway, we have system. So that's another kiosk done, and then we got all the usernames and passwords, and we can add ourselves another account. Let's do another one. This one's a Linux one. So I've got a bit of a problem with this one, to be honest with you. I had hacked all the earlier versions of Web Converger, and I quite enjoyed hacking Web Converger. And then I read their website one day, and in one of their support KBs, there was this guy who posted, like, oh, I found all these security issues with Web Converger. And he basically listed all of my tricks, everything that I'd been doing, and asked the developers very kindly if they could fix it all. So they went out and they fixed absolutely everything. It's like, man, fuck you. So I downloaded the new version. I sat down with a coffee, and I was like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna totally get it. So okay, what can I do? How I'd hacked this originally was that I was using my iCat Firefox extension. I'll basically say install extension. The software installation has been disabled by your system's administrator. Okay. Or I would just download files. So I'd download like this. doesn't fucking work anymore. I can't download shit. Right, okay, can I disable this thing? Yeah, I'll be careful, I promise. Can I disable XP install? XP install enabled, Boolean, false, status locked. So basically they have a file set which says you can't modify this and you can't install software. Awesome, okay, so I can't do anything with this. I was saying, what do I do, what do I do? So I was thinking, what other Chrome resources do I have that I can potentially mess with? So these are all the internal ZOLs for Chrome. So you access, like this page, Chrome global content config is about config. We can access the plugin install wizard. We can access tools options. I didn't really find much until I got to this, safe mode. It's like, okay, I ideally want to get rid of Web Converger. I have to disable this crap because I can't download any files. So I go into safe mode. Okay, disable all add-ons. Reset toolbars. Yep, reset, disabled, disabled, disabled. Make changes, restart. Okay, and now it's disabled Web Converger. So now, now I can download files to begin with. And there's no more Web Converger. So this is a good start. But I don't have shell. I don't have shell, and without shell, I mean, really, what the fuck do I got? So, okay, I need to pop xterm. All right, so I went about, like, can I pop xterm? So USR, bin, xtr. They deleted xterm. Like, oh, dude, how else do I do this? You're breaking my balls, man. So, okay, all right. Now I can download files. I'll just download xterm, file save download xterm. Okay, and then I need to download a loader, because of course files I download will be marked non-executable. So I've got to download a loader as well. So download external loader. Okay, cool, sweet. Okay, now I need to find a way of getting home webc xterm loader.sh to run. Okay, so I go back to about config. Now because I've disabled Web Converger, I have my right-click context menu. And one of the best things in my right-click context menu is view page source. So I'm going to hijack the page source viewer. Yeah, I'll be careful. All right. Source. Okay, so my editor is external true. See, they didn't lock any of these settings. And my editor's path is home webc xterm loader.sh. Okay. Let's go back, see how that works. Page source. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Let's. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. Of course, I can't just run the sh. I've got to have a. So my view source editor is bin sh, which is going to run home webc xterm loader.sh. That's better. Fucking Linux. Shell. Fuck you. All right. So there you go. As you can see, it's pretty goddamn easy to hack kiosks, and I hacked 4 of them right in front of you. Okay, so collaborations and donations. ICAT is obviously a very open source project. It's free to you guys, but sadly it's not free to me. My co-signing certificate will need renewing. My hosting is not free. My domain names are not free. I openly ask for donations. A little PayPal donate link. Please don't be cheap. If you like ICAT, if you ever popped a show with ICAT, give me $5. Thanks. Okay, so some other goodies. I mentioned that I'd been working on photo kiosks. I came up with this thing called iCat Photo, which is basically you can stick it on a little memory stick or a little flash card, stick it into a photo kiosk, and it exploits autorun.inf, all the LNK vulnerabilities. It has all the tools on the USB. So basically, you put it in, you try and browse the device, and it'll either crash and give you the desktop or give you a shell or the on-screen keyboard. So it's pretty handy to keep on you. I also have